Hello students, welcome to Dakshina E-Classroom. So here we are going to discuss some questions, some practice questions on variable mass, and basically these questions are from your Dakshina module. So please write these questions in your notes as practice problem for the lecture, and when you will be solving the exercise, when you will solving the homework, that time also you have to repeat these problems. Clear? So first question is G1. If the force on a rocket which is ejecting gases with a relative velocity of 300 meter per second is 210 Newton, then the rate of combustion of the fuel will be. So we had derived that F thrust which will act on the object when some mass is getting ejected from it. Some mass is leaving the main object. So in that case what we had done? In most of the cases we will see that mass is ejecting the main object, it is leaving the main object, and the thrust that object is feeling is in this direction. So basically when mass is leaving, that is the, we can take that is the default condition, that mass is leaving. So if mass is leaving from the main object, what we will write? We will take dm by dt is positive. Okay, when mass is leaving. So mass is leaving is our default condition. If mass is leaving, then what is happening? So we had taken, while deriving, we had taken the condition that we have a mass m and then some dm mass is leaving that object. Okay? So dm by dt is positive, and if in some cases we are going to find out that mass is adding in the system, if mass is adding in the system, then in that case we can take dm by dt as, let's say, mass is adding in the system at the rate 150 kg per second. 150 kg per second. So if it is leaving the system, what we will write? That dm by dt is 150 kg per second. If it is leaving the system. If it is getting added in the system, what we will write? dm by dt is equal to minus 150 kg per second. Because what we had considered that if the mass is leaving the system, we are taking it as positive. But in this case, in some question, if it is given that it is getting added in the system, ठीक है, कि हम लोग कोई मास को किसी ऑब्जेक्ट पे वी आर थ्रोइंग इट, सो इट इज गेटिंग एडेड इन द सिस्टम. इन दैट केस वी विल टेक dm by dt is equal to minus 150 kg per second. So when we had taken dm by dt positive, F thrust was minus Vr dm by dt, where this was the rate at which mass was leaving the system. So this was positive. ठीक है. Now the thrust was depending on the direction of velocity. So if the mass is leaving in this direction, if the, let's say this rocket is moving like this, if mass is leaving in this direction, so V relative is in negative y direction. If V relative is negative y direction, the F thrust will be in the direction opposite to V relative. This thing is positive when mass is leaving the system. This thing is positive. Now the F thrust will depend on direction of velocity. So if the mass is leaving in this direction, thrust will be felt by the object in this direction. If mass is leaving in this direction, then thrust will be felt in the opposite direction, because here we have a minus. Now F thrust is equal to minus Vr dm by dt. So this minus is just going to show you the direction. If you just want to calculate the magnitude of the F thrust, just Vr into dm by dt kiya, that's it. So here what is given, that relative velocity of the ejecting gases is equal to 300 meter per second. 300 meter per second. And the force which the rocket is feeling is equal to 210 Newton. So because of this, the force felt by rocket is 210 Newton. It means we know Vr, we know F thrust, we can find out the dm by dt. Then the rate of combustion of the fuel will be. So at what rate the fuel is getting the fuel is ejecting the system, ejecting from the system is equal to क्या आ जाएगा? F thrust divided by Vr. ठीक है? So if you take the direction, अब यहाँ पे क्या है? Velocity. हम लोग को we just want to find out the magnitude. So simply क्या करो? Negative वगैरह भूल जाओ and then write the magnitude of force, which is 210. Write the magnitude of velocity, which is 300. What we'll get? It is 7 divided by 10. It is 0.7 kg per second. 0.7 kg per second. Clear है? So यहाँ पे answer will be the fourth option, 0.7 kg per second. Question number G2. A belt is moving horizontally with a speed of 2 meter per second. It is moving horizontally with speed 2 meter per second. And sand is falling on it at the rate of 150 gram per second. And sand is falling on it at the rate of 150 gram per second. Clear? The additional force required to keep constant speed of belt is. So now what will happen when this belt is moving in this direction and sand is falling on it? So it will slow down. Clear? So now they are asking what force is required to keep this belt moving with the speed 2 meter per second. With this speed, to make it move with this speed even after the sand is falling on it. So now we will find out. Now in this case, the mass is getting added in this system. Mass is getting added in this system and it is going to disturb the speed because of F thrust. So now what we have here, this object और this sand is falling on the sand. Clear? Now आपको यहाँ पे find out करना है what is the V relative. V relative is basically what? V relative is the speed of mass which is getting added in the system or which is leaving the system. This was the speed of gas which is ejecting from the rocket with respect to rocket. So V relative is the speed of the mass which is getting added in the system or it is leaving the system with respect to this system. So we want to find out the speed of this sand with respect to this belt. Now its motion is completely in horizontal direction. So we will talk about the forces or F thrust which is acting on this belt in x direction. So if we see, V relative is nothing but velocity of sand with respect to belt. Velocity of the mass which is getting added or leaving with respect to the main system. So velocity of sand with respect to belt. Now this is equal to velocity of sand minus velocity of belt. Now when this sand is falling, हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, ये बेल्ट है उस पे हम लोग यहाँ पे सैंड गिराते जा रहे हैं. सो इट्स स्पीड इन एक्स डायरेक्शन तो डेफिनेटली जीरो है. अगर आप किसी ऊपर की हाइट से गिराओगे तब भी इट विल गेन सम वेलोसिटी इन वाई डायरेक्शन, बट इट्स वेलोसिटी इन एक्स डायरेक्शन इज स्टिल जीरो. सो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट वेलोसिटी ऑफ सैंड इन एक्स, वेलोसिटी ऑफ बेल्ट इन एक्स. Velocity of belt in x is +2. Let's take it is plus this side minus this side. So it is equal to +2. I'm sorry. This we want to find out velocity of sand. Velocity of sand in x direction is 0. Velocity of sand in x direction is 0 minus velocity of belt in x direction is +2. So velocity of sand with respect to belt or v relative here it is -2. Clear? Velocity is -2. Now when we talk about the thrust force, so thrust force will be F thrust is equal to -VR dm by dt. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे भी आप देखना कैसे dm by dt का साइन जो है वो मैटर करता है. So now in this case dm by dt will be what? dm by dt भाई यहाँ पे कितना है भाई, हमें तो क्या निकालना है, we want to find out the force required. तो सिंपली आप v relative और dm by dt रख दोगे यहाँ पे बिना कुछ साइन देखे. 2 रख दिया, v relative is 2, dm by dt is 150. तो 150 into 10 to the power -3 because it is in gram. So कितना आ जाएगा 300 into 10 to the power -3. If you talk about only magnitude, ठीक है, what we will get 0.3 Newton. ठीक, बट यहाँ पे भाई this much F thrust is acting on this belt और हमें इतना F external हमें लगाना पड़ेगा in the direction opposite to the thrust force so that it will be able to continue to move with the same velocity. क्योंकि अब when you are dropping the sand, it is getting some F thrust जिसकी वजह से इसकी स्पीड डिस्टर्ब होगी. F thrust जिधर भी लग रहा है उसके ऑपोजिट हम लगा देंगे. ठीक, अब यहाँ पे क्या है, dm by dt is, हमने जब dm by dt इसमें लिया it was leaving the system, so हमने क्या लिया पॉजिटिव. In this case it is getting added in the system, so what I write -150 into 10 to the power -3 kg per second. अब अगर हम डायरेक्शन देखें F thrust का, तो F thrust is equal to what? minus VR is -2 into dm by dt is -150 into 10 to the power -3 kg per second. किधर आ रहा है ये? सो प्लस माइनस माइनस ये प्लस हो गया, एक माइनस बचा. सो -300 into 10 to the power -3 न्यूटन. सो बेसिकली किधर आ रहा है, ये आ रहा है इन दिस डायरेक्शन. सो इट विल ट्राई टू डिक्रीज द स्पीड ऑफ द बेल्ट. किधर आ रहा है, माइनस साइड. हमने इधर प्लस लिया, इधर माइनस लिया, तो ये इधर इस डायरेक्शन में आ रहा है. इट इज ट्राइंग टू डिक्रीज द स्पीड ऑफ द बेल्ट. अब इसके थोड़े से मैकेनिज्म को अगर हम समझे तो डेफिनेटली ये बेल्ट किसी व्हील पे लगा हुआ होगा, है ना, एंड then it is moving. So उस बेल्ट के और इसके बीच में कुछ फ्रिक्शन होगा, जो हम लोग देखते हैं ना कन्वेयर बेल्ट भी, तो कुछ व्हील होता है उसके ऊपर, दिस बेल्ट इज गेटिंग, दिस बेल्ट इज मूविंग. नाउ इसके बीच में कुछ फ्रिक्शन होगा. नाउ व्हेन यू आर ड्रॉपिंग द सैंड, तो यहाँ पे क्या हो गया, जब ड्रॉप किया, मान लो इतना हमने यहाँ पे सैंड ड्रॉप किया, सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट इस पार्ट में जो मास है वो ज्यादा हो गया, बिकॉज ऑफ विच नॉर्मल विल बी एक्टिंग लिटिल मोर, थोड़ा सा नॉर्मल बढ़ जाएगा, फ्रिक्शन उससे क्या होगा, थोड़ा सा बढ़ जाएगा, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ विच ये जो होगा इसकी स्पीड डिक्रीज होगी, इस बेल्ट की स्पीड डिक्रीज होगी क्योंकि फ्रिक्शन इधर लगने लगा. सो वो थोड़ा सा जो इंटरनल मैकेनिज्म है हम थोड़ा वो समझ सकते हैं. तो यहाँ पे अब क्या है, when this mass is getting added in the system, तो उसकी स्पीड, बेल्ट की स्पीड क्या होती जा रही, कम होती जा रही, बिकॉज थ्रस्ट फोर्स इज एक्टिंग इन दिस डायरेक्शन. किधर आया, इस साइड आया, थ्रस्ट फोर्स इज एक्टिंग इन दिस डायरेक्शन. तो इस पे जब थ्रस्ट फोर्स लगेगा, इट्स स्पीड विल ट्राई टू डिक्रीज. सो वी शुड अप्लाई इक्वल फोर्स इन दिस डायरेक्शन टू मेक द बेल्ट मूव विद द सेम स्पीड, 2 मीटर पर सेकेंड. क्लियर? सो how much force is required? 0.3 Newton. Now question number 3, a rocket with a live mass of 3.5 into 10 to the power 4 kg is blasted upwards with an initial acceleration of 10 meter per second square. The initial thrust of the blast is, so here we have live mass of the rocket is equal to 3.5 into 10 to the power 4 kg. It is blasted with initial acceleration. A initial is equal to 10 meter per second square. Then initial thrust is how much? So initially this rocket is at rest. Clear? Now it will have some thrust force because of the ejecting fuel. It will have mg acting on it, and we want its initial acceleration to be 10 meter per second square. So basically F net is equal to ma. At initial condition we want its acceleration to be 10 meter per second square. So net force acting on this is F thrust is acting in upward direction and minus mg is acting in downward direction is equal to ma. How much acceleration we want initially? We want acceleration to be 10 meter per second square. So from there we know this, we will be able to find out the F thrust required for this rocket to move with initial acceleration is equal to 10 meter per second square. So F thrust is equal to m into g plus a. M is 3.5 into 10 to the power 4 into g plus a. So g is 10, a is 10, 20. So we will have 7 into 10 to the power 5 Newton. 7 into 10 to the power 5 Newton. This much F thrust is required for this rocket to move in upward direction. So simple, here we have F net is equal to ma. A force mg is acting in downward direction. We want its acceleration to be 10 meter per second in upward direction. So that's why we are applying a force using the fuel, which is F thrust. And then we are able to make this rocket to move with this much acceleration. How much thrust will be required? So F net is equal to ma किया, वहाँ से हमें मिल गया the F thrust required for initial acceleration 10 meter per second square. Now next is fuel is consumed at the rate of 100 kg per second in a rocket. The exhaust gases are ejected at a speed 4.5 into 10 to the power 4 meter per second. So V relative is 4.5 into 10 to the power 4 meter per second. With this much speed, the fuel is getting ejected. Fuel is consumed at the rate of 100 kg per second. So dm by dt is how much? 100 kg per second. So they are asking the thrust experienced by the rocket. Simply V r into dm by dt. कुछ करने की जरूरत हमें नहीं है. V r into dm by dt. 4.5 into 10 to the power 4 into 100 Newton. So what will have 4.5 into 10 to the power 6 Newton. 4.5 into 10 to the power 6 Newton. Question number G5. A rocket of initial mass 6000 kg ejects mass at a constant rate of 16 kg per second with constant speed 11 km per second. What is acceleration of the rocket after a minute after the blast? So time है हमारे पास 1 minute or you can say 60 seconds. So after 60 seconds, what is the acceleration of the rocket? So here what is happening? Here slowly the mass of the rocket is decreasing. Initially its mass was 6000 kg. But after 1 minute, 1 minute is a big time, 60 seconds is a big time. After 1 minute, the mass will get reduced. F thrust is constant because dm by dt is constant. At this constant rate, fuel is getting ejected. With this much speed, it is getting ejected. So F thrust is constant, but after 1 minute, the mass is decreased. So if you will find out the initial acceleration, equation is F thrust minus mg is equal to ma. So initially m is different, है ना? So initial acceleration will be different. After 1 minute, the mass has decreased. The complete mass of the rocket has decreased. So in that case, acceleration will get changed again. So this is constant, but this thing is decreasing. That's why acceleration will keep on decreasing. So they are asking us to take g is equal to 10 meter per second square. No problem. Now what we will do? This thing we know. This is a constant. This is a constant. This we want to find out. We will just find out what is the mass after 1 minute. After 1 minute, what we have after 1 minute also, mg will be acting on the object, but mass will get changed. So mg will be acting. F thrust is constant. So F thrust minus mg is equal to ma. If we will be able to find out the mass after 1 minute, then we can use this equation and we can find out the acceleration after 1 minute. So here what we have, initial mass is 6000 kg. Now every second this much mass is getting ejected. Every second we have dm by dt is equal to 16 kg per second. So in 1 second 16 kg mass is getting ejected from the rocket. It means in 1 minute or 60 second, what we have in 1 second, 16 kg. So in 60 second, 16 into 60 kg mass is getting ejected out of the system. So initial mass was 6000 kg. Final mass will be m final will be equal to m initial minus 16 into 60. In 1 minute this much mass is out of the system now. So initial mass is 60. I can write it 60 into 100, है ना? 60 into 100 minus 16 into 60. So it will be 60 into 84. 60 common liya, so it is 60 into 84. Now after 1 minute, this is the final mass. So simply use F thrust minus mg is equal to ma. F thrust is how much? Vr is 11 kilometer per second. So again we will have to change it in meter per second. So Vr into dm by dt. dm by dt is 16 kg per second. So Vr into dm by dt is the thrust minus mg. So m is 60 into 84 is equal to ma. G is 10 is equal to m into a. Now we want to find out a. Divide karo 60 into 84 से 11 into 10 to the power 3 into 16 divided by 60 into 84 minus 10 is equal to a. इसको अगर आप solve करोगे तो you will get answer a is equal to 24.92 meter per second square. Now in this question, after 1 minute, this is the acceleration of rocket. Now your homework is find initial acceleration. Find initial acceleration and find acceleration after 2 minutes. Clear? Find acceleration after 2 minutes. Now next question is a 6000 kg rocket is set for vertical firing. If the exhaust speed is 1000 meter per second, how much gas must be ejected each second to supply the thrust needed to give the rocket an initial upward acceleration of 20 meter per second square? Consider g is equal to 9.8. So what we have here, Mass of rocket is again 6000 kg. Exhaust speed again Vr is equal to 1000 meter per second. How much gas must be ejected each second to supply the thrust needed to give the rocket an initial upward acceleration is equal to 20 meter per second square. So here what we have again on this rocket, we will have a thrust. We want its initial acceleration to be 20 meter per second square upward. Clear? So mg is acting in downward direction. We need a thrust force to provide it an acceleration equals to 20 meter per second square. A initial is equal to 20 meter per second square. So now upward force F thrust minus downward force mg is equal to mass into acceleration. So F thrust is equal to 6000 into A is 20 plus G 9.8. So it is 6 into 29.8 into 10 to the power 3 Newton is the thrust force. Now from here we have got the value of F thrust, and F thrust is equal to what? Vr into dm by dt. So 6 into 29.8 is equal to into 10 to the power 3 is equal to Vr 1000 meter per second into dm by dt, that we have to find out. So from here what we will get if we multiply this, one 178 into 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 3 cancel, dm by dt. So dm by dt is 178.8 kg per second. Every second 178.8 kg fuel should get ejected or get combust in order to have this much acceleration initially for this 6000 kg rocket. So answer will be 178.8 kg per second. Now last question is, the rocket works on the principle of conservation of energy, angular momentum, mass. So it works on the principle of conservation of momentum. Clear? हम लोगों ने जब derive किया था, what we had considered that mass is leaving the system, but whatever is there that is internal for the complete system. Rocket plus fuel system, what we have momentum conserved because whatever forces are there, those are internal forces. So the momentum will be conserved. So it works on the principle of conservation of momentum. While deriving also we had taken P initial is equal to P final and then we had derived it.